I don't care if he never passes the ball. Just keep putting it in the back of the net. That's the stat I'm worried about. I don't care about his assists. I care about how many times he puts the ball in the net. This video is being brought to you with thanks to Surfshark. Surfshark is an app or browser extension that allows you to browse websites in other countries and keep you safe and secure from hackers. Surfshark allows you to virtually travel the world with just the tap of a finger. As an example, we here in Ireland can Afflix? What is Afflix? We here in Ireland can watch other countries' Netflix libraries, unlock UK services such as BBC iPlayer, and of course that all-important Spanish DAZN account for football. Surfshark keeps you safe and secure by covering up everything that you do online. When your device connects to the internet, all this information is, in a way, blurred out. This is particularly effective when you're out and about on public Wi-Fi, maybe you're in college or at a cafe. It keeps your information safe and secure from hackers. With a Surfshark, just ask Surfshark, just here, have a Surfshark. Johnny? Mildred, Surfsharks? Surfshark allow you to use unlimited devices on just one subscription, meaning if you so wish, you can grant access to your friends and family. On top of that, Surfshark offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you don't like it, they refund you. It is that simple. Our sign-up offer gives you a whopping 83% off. That's right, I did say 83% off and 3 months additional free. Simply scan the QR code on your screen right now or use the link in the description, putting in the code Anfield Agenda at checkout. Now look, the other big conversation we all need to have as adults is what do we do now about spot kicks? You know, it's a fair question to ask right now, should Mohamed Salah be taken off penalties? Because not only has he missed 2 in a row, which can happen to anyone, he's put them wide. He hasn't hit the target twice from 12 yards, and for a professional footballer, I'm sorry, that's not good enough. Let alone your talisman, let alone your superstar on 350 grand a week. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Yeah, and I can just keep saying the same thing. It isn't good enough. It isn't. If a keeper saves it, okay, but to not hit the target twice. Fabinho, says Rory. Fabinho says Country Bob. Bin off Mo, stick Fabinho on them, said Cora McKeown. No, let Fabinho take them, said Kingsmano. Fabinho as well for Mike. I would say Fabinho, but I don't think he'll be a starter next season. Put Ali on them. No. No. I don't feel comfortable with that. I mean, look, you fucking let Trent hit it. I mean, I've not seen one shout for Trent, but Trent can strike a ball. We know that. Trent's accuracy with the ball is pretty damn good as well. So, I mean, stick Trent on penalties. If Milner's on the pitch, then him. But if he's not, Fabinho. Trent's really good at pens, said Matthew. Yeah, I'd stick Trent on them. Certainly give him a crack because, as I say, his proficiency is pretty good from a dead ball. Mo gets one more to put it right. Does he? And what if that one is on the last game of the season with a Europa League place on the line, and it's a draw? We need to win the game. I mean, I'm not. Sorry, not for me. Verge. I mean, look, Verge as well can hit a ball. We've seen him score free kicks in his time at Celtic, and certainly just like Trent, he's very precise in his spreading around of the ball. Thiago, yeah, Thiago's off a good shout as well. Yep, Thiago's not a bad shout. Gakpo, a few others are saying. I feel like it needs to be Trent or Darwin for the rest of the season. I don't know about Darwin on penalties, lads. No, I mean, I think his striking of a ball is too erratic to put him on penalties. Gakpo, perhaps. Yeah, I can see Gakpo maybe. Virgil's penalty against Chelsea. Oh, that was amazing, yeah. You know, Kepa gave him the side and he still put it to the same side. You know, but then again, if Kepa had saved that, it'd probably broken his 2 hands because Virgil's such a beast. It will be in Salah's contract, I reckon. No, it won't. No club at all is putting in a contract that you are taking penalties. Nobody is giving you that contract. And if you do, that's a tin pot club. You know, things that should never be in a player's contract is a guarantee to start and a guarantee to be on anything like penalties. That's just nonsense. I mean, there's no way I'm giving anyone that contract if I'm running a club. You have to prove and earn these things. You don't have a divine right to them. The only thing you have a divine right to is your wages. Everything else you have to earn. Poison Rogue said Fabinho's never missed a penalty in his professional career. Has to be him. I'd bring Klopp on instead of Mo at the minute. So where are we all at with Mo's form then? Because, you know, I give my thoughts on Mohamed Salah week in and week out. But where do you guys feel his career is at right now? And what do you think the future holds for Mohamed Salah? And again, I'm not going to try and steer any of you with this. This is up to you. Mo has the work rate, but not the confidence, says Harry. He's not been great this season, said King's Mano. He could be good, but he can also be bad, said Wrong Scream. Mo is on the downturn, said Bam Bam Baldwin. Matthew said, my brother tells me I'm stupid when I say I'm worried that he's fallen off. So when I say he's fallen off, I get the usual stuff from people about him being having the most goal contributions for Liverpool this season. But yeah, but you're talking about a shit season for a team that have underperformed at every level, and a player who's just gotten a huge contract extension. So, if anything, you want to push on and not revert backwards. Mo is still the best player in the club. Relax. Is he? There is no fibre of me in any way that doubts we've seen the best of Mohamed Salah. None. If I had to sit here and answer truthfully, if I think Mohamed Salah is starting to decline, the answer would be 100% yes. The only question is, how swift will that decline be? Can he still put up the numbers for us? But I think if we're being honest with ourselves, if you're saying he's capable of getting back to what he was, I don't see it. Now look, an 80% Mohamed Salah is still better than most players and can still do huge bits for us. But I can't sit here with a clear conscience and say that I don't think his best days are behind him, because I do. It's hard to score a lot, but when a team generally lack confidence, isn't playing well, you should be scoring a bit more. But also his own XG isn't great. So he's the last set of stats I seen anyway showed that he was underperforming his own XG, which has nothing to do with anybody else. It's nothing to do with how the team are playing or not. It's the chances that they reckon he should be scoring. And he was underperforming against that. And that is one of the biggest indictments I can give. Because I agree that he's got the work rate. I agree you can't talk about the man's conditioning or how he looks after himself because it's faultless. And I'm sure he's working as hard as ever. That being said, he doesn't look anywhere near the player that he once was, in my opinion. Jermaine said, he still has it in him. We saw it against United, but when he plays shit, he's really shit. Low on confidence, just like the rest of the team. Yes, so there are moments where you see brilliance from Mo, definitely. And we will see that no matter what, because he doesn't become a bad player overnight. My thought here is that we are starting to see the decline. I guess that's the point I'm trying to make. So if we're saying that Mohamed Salah is at the top of the hill and that's his peak, I'm saying he started the decline. I don't know how quick that will be. It could be 2-3 years where he still produces decent numbers. So I guess it's just a question of what the metrics show. My disappointment in Mo is overshadowed by my excitement that Lucho was back, said Gossamerg. Yeah, look, having Diaz back definitely does give us a bit of the unknown factor. It's easier to replace Mane than it is to replace Salah. You could probably name 5 really good left wingers, but it's hard to find really good right wingers at the moment, better than Mahrez and Saka, or other than Mahrez and Saka. Yeah, but again, we're paying him more money than anybody else. And you're paying him more money than anybody else for what reason? Because he has to put up numbers. Because he's your superstar. Because he's your talisman. Because his previous performances have put him up there with the best players in the world. So if you're paying him for that, you need performances to match that, or else you're not getting the value for your money. That's where I am with it. And look, I do find it easy to remove sentimentality in some cases, and this is one of those cases, much like Jordan Henderson as well, where I think we need to push aside the admiration, the sentimentality, and just look at the cold hard facts. I think Salah is better on his day than Saka. Yeah, but there's not one of us in here, surely, with a straight face who wouldn't swap Mohamed Salah for Saka tomorrow. Come on. The age alone should be enough to do that. I disagree. Salah's goals and assists say differently, Craig. Do they? Again, I'm going to fucking say to you, he's underperforming his own XG, so you can argue with me all you want. But the facts say that he's underperforming his own expected goals. So he's scoring less than he's supposed to score in the situations that he's been in. So you can agree or disagree all you want, but that's a fact. And his goals and assists aren't everything. Like, his goals and assists, great. But his goals are nowhere near the ones that they were last year or the year before. He's not taking on men as often as he was before. He's not going past people as much as he was before. He's not having these massive moments as much as he was before. Again, I'm just dealing in numbers here. And I know you're going to say you're dealing in numbers with the goals and assists as well, but They're goals and assists that are nowhere near what his goals and assists in previous campaigns were. And ultimately, wherever Real Madrid finished, Ronaldo did numbers. Wherever Barca finished, Messi did numbers. Wherever Spurs finished, Kane did numbers. So even when teams are having a bad season, you still expect your talisman to do numbers. I mean, Mick, you say it's a bullshit stat. I think assist is a bullshit stat, personally. Like people saying to me, oh, his goals and assists I don't care about his assists. Henderson will get an assist yesterday, but it was a lucky touch. Assists to me don't mean anything. Unless it's a 60-yard diagonal ball into the path of a striker who's about to score. After that, I don't give a shit about assists because it's just another stat that's been added on for I don't know what reason. I don't care about assist stats, to be honest. Because some of the assists are not very assisty. They just go down as an assist because, like, let's say I pass the ball to Salah 5 yards inside the opposition half. Salah then gets the ball and runs through 8 players and sticks it top corner. I get the assist, but what have I really done in that move? What have I really done to implement to help that goal? Nothing. But I'll get the assist. I'll wait to hear you about fuck off, pre-assists. Jesus, pre-assists. What's that? Ultimately, here's what I care about with my forward. Goals. Goals, goals, goals. Nobody gets a golden assist. I want my forward putting the ball in the back of the net as many times as humanly possible. I don't care if he's a selfish SOB. I don't care. My forward, my star, my superstar, my highest paid player needs to be just banging that ball in the back of the net over and over and over and over again. And I don't care if he never passes the ball. Just keep putting it in the back of the net. That's the stat I'm worried about. I don't care about his assists. I care about how many times he puts the ball in the net. So does that mean... Alright, I'm going to put pre-assist in context for you. So let's say everybody's asleep in my house, in their beds upstairs, and I'm downstairs in the living room, and I just pick up my phone and go onto Pornhub. I go onto Pornhub and I find something that attracts my interest, and I have a look through, and I have a little look, and I'm getting a bit promiscuous. So I go upstairs then and wake the missus up, and I say, how are you, love? Any chance? And she luckily says, go ahead, fella. So we get the deed done, and a baby comes along 9 months later. Do I get to write a letter of thanks to Pornhub for that assist in consummating the relationship and having the child born? I think not, but they would have played a part in it though, right? So Pornhub with the pre-assist. What are we saying? Yes or no?